Did you know people in the United States drink over 3 billion gallons of orange juice every year? That's a lot of morning refreshment. But have you ever thought about how that glass of juice is made? From the orchard to your table, let's take a look at the process and see if it's really as fresh as it seems. Orange juice has been around since the early 1900s, but back then, it was considered a special treat. Oranges have been enjoyed for centuries, but freshly squeezed juice was mostly for the wealthy, served at fancy breakfasts. In those days, juice was made by hand or with small presses and had to be drunk right away because it didn't stay fresh for long. The big change came in 1948 when a way to concentrate orange juice was invented. By removing most of the water, the juice became easier to store and transport. This kicked off the mass production of orange juice. In the 1950s, frozen concentrated orange juice, FCOJ, became popular. Families could keep it in their freezers and mix it with water whenever they wanted, making it convenient and affordable. Over time, better ways to make and store orange juice made it last longer without losing its flavor. Refrigerated trucks and improved pasteurization kept the juice fresh as it traveled from orchards to stores. These changes made orange juice a daily favorite for many families. By the late 1900s, cartons and bottles of ready-to-drink orange juice were a regular sight in supermarkets. Orange juice is one of the most popular drinks in the world, enjoyed in homes, restaurants, and cafes everywhere. While fresh squeezed juice is still an option, mass-produced orange juice is popular because it's easy to find, consistent, and lasts longer. Over time, the process of making orange juice has changed a lot. Enough history, let's see how it's made in the factory. Orange juice starts its journey in orchards, but not all oranges are used to make it. Only specific types of oranges, known for being smaller and juicier, are chosen for juice production. These oranges thrive in warm, sunny climates, which is why they are mostly grown in Florida and California. Florida stands out as the top producer, supplying over 70% of the orange juice in the United States. These regions provide the perfect conditions to grow the flavorful oranges that end up in your glass. When the oranges are ripe, it's time to harvest them. This can be done by hand or with machines. Workers use ladders to reach the higher branches and pick the fruit carefully to avoid bruising. Machines use mechanical arms to shake the oranges off the trees and collect them. Harvesting at the right time is very important because the flavor and juiciness depend on picking the oranges at their peak ripeness for the best quality juice. After harvesting, the oranges are taken to processing plants where the magic happens. These plants are usually close to the groves to keep the fruit as fresh as possible. Once they arrive, the oranges are sorted to remove any damaged or overripe ones, so only the best make it into the juice. Then, they're washed to get rid of dirt, pesticides, and anything else on the skin, ensuring the juice is clean and high quality. After being cleaned, the oranges move to the extraction phase. This process is designed to get as much juice as possible while keeping the flavor pure and fresh. Advanced machines gently extract the juice, keeping the natural oils and nutrients intact. The result is juice with a vibrant taste and aroma, ready for the next steps of processing and packaging. This attention to detail makes sure every drop meets the quality and freshness people expect. Once the oranges are cleaned and sorted, they're ready for juicing. The fruit goes into machines where it's pressed to squeeze out the juice. These machines use pressure and rotation to separate the juice from the fruit, leaving behind the seeds and pulp. This ensures the juice stays smooth and free from any unwanted solids. The juice is then filtered to remove any leftover pulp, seeds, or rind. This makes the juice smoother and more consistent, which is what most orange juice brands use. However, some brands offer pulp juice with more pulp for a thicker textured drink. After filtering, the juice is usually tested for taste, color, and consistency to make sure it meets the brand's standards. At this point, orange juice can either be fresh, squeezed, or concentrated. Fresh squeezed juice is usually bottled right away and kept cold to maintain its fresh taste. If the juice is going to be concentrated, the next step is to remove most of the water. This makes the juice smaller, so it's easier to store and ship, especially over long distances. Whether the juice is fresh or concentrated, the goal is to keep the natural flavor and nutrients while making sure it's safe to drink. This is done through careful steps that maintain the juice's quality. The next important step is pasteurization. During this, the juice is heated to a specific temperature to kill harmful bacteria, without changing its taste or nutrition. This also helps the juice last longer, so it can be safely shipped to stores. Pasteurization is a heat process that helps keep orange juice safe and fresh for longer. During pasteurization, the juice is heated to about 190 degrees Fahrenheit for a few seconds. This kills any harmful bacteria and makes the juice safe to drink. It also helps the juice last longer, so it can be stored for days, weeks, or even months without going bad. Pasteurization can change the taste of the juice, sometimes making it taste a little cooked. To fix this, some juice makers use a method called high-pressure processing, HPP, where they apply high pressure instead of heat. HPP helps keep the natural flavors and nutrients, making the juice taste more like fresh, squeezed oranges. This method is becoming more popular, especially for higher quality juices. Some juice makers also use flash pasteurization, where the juice is heated quickly and then cooled fast to keep the taste as fresh as possible. This method helps preserve the citrus flavor while still making the juice safe. Whether using pasteurization or HPP, the main goal is to make a product that is both safe and tastes fresh. Finally, the juice is tested to make sure it meets the right standards for taste, texture, and safety. Once it passes, it goes to the blending stage, where different batches are mixed to get the right taste. This step helps keep the flavor the same in every bottle or carton. Once the juice is processed, it's blended to make sure the flavor stays the same in every batch. Oranges from different regions or seasons can taste a little different. To keep the taste consistent, juice makers blend juices from different batches. This ensures a balanced flavor, whether the juice is from Florida or California. Blending is a careful process of mixing juices from different orchards, varieties, or seasons to keep the flavor the same. The blender's job is to make sure the juice has the right sweetness, acidity, and taste. Some manufacturers also add flavor packs at this stage to bring back natural oils and flavors lost during pasteurization. These packs have concentrated oils from orange peel and juice, which are mixed back into the juice to improve the taste. Blending also helps manufacturers adjust the juice's sugar, acidity, and color. This ensures that each bottle of orange juice looks and tastes the same, no matter what affects the fruit. The goal is to create a juice that tastes good and meets consumers' expectations for flavor and freshness. After blending, the juice is tested one last time to make sure the flavor, texture, and safety are just right. This includes taste tests and checks for any issues. Once it passes, the juice moves to packaging, where it is bottled in clean conditions to keep it fresh. The bottles are then labeled with the correct information and sent to distribution centers. Once the juice is blended and tested, it's ready for packaging. The process is automated to quickly get the product to consumers. Juice is usually packaged in plastic or glass bottles, cartons, or other containers that keep it fresh and safe. The packaging involves filling the containers with juice, sealing them, and adding labels. The containers are sealed tightly to keep air out, which helps preserve the juice. Some containers have tamper-proof seals for extra safety. Then, the bottles or cartons are labeled with details like nutritional facts, ingredients, and best before dates. Packaging is important not just for looks, but also for keeping the juice fresh during transport and storage. Packaging materials are selected to protect the juice from light, air, and moisture, which can make it spoil faster. That's why many containers are tinted or opaque to block out light, keeping the juice fresh and flavorful. The packaging is also made to be easy to open and pour, so consumers can enjoy their juice with no trouble. Although many orange juice brands claim to offer 100% pure juice, some may include additives to improve flavor or make it last longer. One common additive is ascorbic acid, vitamin C, which helps keep the juice fresh by preventing oxidation. It also acts as a natural preservative, so the juice stays tasting fresh while on store shelves. Along with vitamin C, flavor packs are added to juice to bring back the natural taste that may be lost during the processing stages. These packs usually contain orange oil and other citrus extracts that recreate the fresh orange flavor. They help make sure every bottle of juice tastes the same, even when the orange's flavor changes with the seasons. Sweeteners like sugar or high fructose corn syrup are sometimes added to make the juice taste sweeter, especially in brands that offer a sweeter version. Some brands have no sugar-added options, using only the natural sweetness of the oranges. Additionally, some juices may include color enhancers to keep the juice looking bright and appealing while it's on the shelf. While additives are regulated to make sure they're safe, many people prefer brands that use less processing and offer the pure taste of fresh squeezed oranges. These consumers often choose juices with fewer preservatives, looking for a more natural and fresh experience. Some believe that less processing results in a healthier, more authentic product without artificial flavors or colors. This has led many brands to focus on offering juices with simple ingredients, meeting the demand for more natural products. So, the next time you pour yourself a glass of orange juice, remember there's more to it than just squeezing fruit. From picking the best oranges to the steps in the factory that keep the juice fresh and flavorful, a lot of work goes into that bottle. Whether it's freshly squeezed or from concentrate, each glass shows the effort of the growers and workers who make sure you get that delicious citrus taste. Now that you know the full process behind your morning beverage, we'd love to hear from you. Do you prefer fresh squeezed juice, or are you a fan of the bottled variety? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more juicy breakdowns. See you next time.